Today, a man named Phil Ivey is banned from casinos worldwide, not because he stole, not because he used devices, not because he hacked computers, but because he won too much money. Legally, £7.7 million in London, $9.6 million in Atlantic City. Total, over $21 million. He never touched the cards, never marked anything, never broke a single law, and he didn't keep a dollar. The casinos sued him and won. This is the story of the perfect crime that wasn't a crime at all. August 2012. Crockford's Casino, London, Mayfair, one of the oldest and most exclusive casinos in the world. Members only, high stakes, royalty, billionaires, celebrities. A man walks in. Phil Ivey, professional poker player, 10 World Series of Poker bracelets. Net worth over $100 million. He sits at the baccarat table. Stakes, £50,000 per hand. The casino manager smiles. A whale, a high roller. They love whales. But this whale is different. Over the next 48 hours, Phil Ivey will win £7.7 million, using a technique so clever, so subtle, that even the surveillance cameras won't catch it. He'll beat the house at a game where the house always wins. And it will all be completely legal until the casino refuses to pay. 3 months earlier, May 2012, Las Vegas. Phil Ivey sits in a hotel room with a woman named Chung Yin Seun, Kelly, as she calls herself. Kelly is a poker player, but more importantly, she's an advantage player. Someone who finds flaws in casino games and exploits them. She shows Ivey a playing card, Jamaco brand, standard casino issue.
Look at the edge.
Ivey looks, sees nothing unusual. Kelly rotates the card 180 degrees, points to the pattern on the back, the diamonds.
One edge is wider, the other is narrower. See it?
Ivey squints, still nothing. Kelly takes out a magnifying glass. Now he sees it. The pattern on one edge extends 0.3 millimeters farther than the other edge. Invisible to the naked eye, but it's there.
This is called edge sorting. If you can get the casino to rotate certain cards, you can identify them later. You'll know what's coming before it's dealt.
Ivey leans back, thinking.
How do you get them to rotate the cards?
Kelly smiles.
You ask nicely.
Before we continue, there's something important to understand. Kelly's son wasn't just another gambler. She had a history that made her uniquely motivated and uniquely dangerous for casinos. 2007, Macau. Kelly, the daughter of a Hong Kong businessman, moved in the world of VIP gaming. One day, a large gambling debt connected to her then-boyfriend pulled her into a situation she couldn't control. She was taken by private debt collectors, the kind often linked to the darker side of Macau's casino industry, and held for several days in extremely harsh conditions. No information, no rest, a freezing concrete room, and constant pressure. After that, she spent almost 3 weeks in a mainland detention facility, isolated and unsure what would happen next. The experience changed her completely. When she was finally released, she didn't run from the casino world. She focused on understanding it better than anyone. She spent years studying playing cards, manufacturing defects, and pattern irregularities. She trained her eyes to pick up microscopic differences most people would never notice. That dedication earned her a nickname in gambling circles, the Queen of Sorts, a woman capable of spotting a 0.3 millimeter inconsistency on the back of a card and turning that into a weapon no casino was prepared for. This is the person who walked into that Las Vegas hotel room in 2012. And this is the skill set she brought to Phil Ivey. August 20th, 2012. Crockford's Casino. First session. Phil Ivey arrives with Kelly's son. They're playing Punto Banco, high-stakes baccarat. The rules are simple. 2 hands, player and banker, closest to 9 wins. No skill, pure luck. Except it's not luck if you know what cards are coming. The casino manager greets Ivey personally. He's a whale, a high roller. They want his business. Ivey has requests. 5 of them. Each one sounds harmless, superstitious even. Request 1. A Mandarin-speaking dealer. Kelly prefers it. Request 2. Certain cards must be rotated 180 degrees. For luck. Ivy claims he's superstitious. Request 3. Use an automatic shuffler, but one that doesn't rotate the cards during shuffling. Request 4. Keep the same deck all night. Don't replace it between sessions. Request 5. When cards come out of play, don't flip them. Leave them in the same orientation. The manager considers each request. They're unusual, but not unheard of. High rollers have strange habits. Lucky socks, special chairs, rituals before every bet. And Ivy is betting £50,000 per hand. The casino agrees to everything. They bring in a Mandarin-speaking dealer. They set up the automatic shuffler. They promise not to replace the deck. The casino thinks he's eccentric, a superstitious gambler with deep pockets. They have no idea what's about to happen. First hour, 11 p.m. Ivy and Kelly sit at the table. The dealer deals cards from an 8-deck shoe, 416 cards total. Kelly watches carefully. She speaks to the dealer in Mandarin. Her voice is soft, friendly, pointing at certain cards.
That card, turn it for luck.
The dealer complies, rotates the card 180 degrees before putting it back in play. Kelly does this repeatedly, only for certain cards: 7s, 8s, 9s. In baccarat, these are the most valuable cards. They determine wins. Player gets a 7 or 8, strong hand. Banker gets a 9, almost guaranteed win. But here's the thing. There are only 128 of these cards in an 8-deck shoe, 1/3 of the deck. If you know when they're coming, you control the game. The dealer doesn't suspect anything. He's just accommodating a superstitious player. Happens all the time. People kiss cards, blow on dice, tap the table 3 times. This is just another quirk. The pit boss watches from a distance. He sees big bets. That's all he cares about. Ivy is betting £50,000 per hand. Win or lose, the casino makes money on volume. After 2 hours, the deck is sorted. All the high cards are oriented one way, all the low cards the other way. Now the real game begins. Second hour, 1 a.m. The shoe is reshuffled, but the cards keep their orientation. The automatic shuffler doesn't rotate them, it just mixes their order, which means the pattern is still there. High cards still face one direction, low cards the other. Ivy can now identify cards before they're dealt. He watches the dealer pull the next card from the shoe. Before it's flipped, he sees the back, the edge pattern, wide edge facing him. That means it's a 7, 8, or 9. A high card. Baccarat rules. Player draws first. If player gets a high card, Ivy should bet on player. He pushes forward £75,000 in chips. Player. The card flips. 9. Player wins. Ivy collects £75,000. Next hand. The dealer pulls another card. Ivy sees the edge before it's revealed. Narrow edge, low card. 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. In baccarat, low cards favor the banker. Ivy switches his bet.
Banker, £100,000.
Card flips. 4. Banker wins. Ivy collects another £100,000. Again, and again, and again. The pattern is invisible to everyone except Ivy and Kelly. The dealer sees nothing. The pit boss sees nothing. The cameras see nothing. 'Cause nothing is happening. No hands touching cards. No devices under the table. No signals between players. Just a man betting and winning. By 3 a.m., Ivy is up £1.5 million. The casino manager arrives, stands behind the pit boss, watching.
How long has he been playing?
4 hours. He's up 1.5.
The manager frowns.
Bad luck.
Or good luck. Depends how you look at it.
The manager watches for another hour. Ivy keeps winning. Not every hand. That would be suspicious. But enough hands. 60%. 65%. In a game where the house edge is 1.06%, winning 65% of hands is statistically impossible unless you know what's coming. By 4 a.m., Ivy is up £2 million. The manager approaches the table. smiles.
Mr. Ivey, quite a run tonight.
Ivy nods, says nothing.
Would you like to continue tomorrow?
Yes.
Same table?
Same table, same dealer, same deck.
The manager hesitates, but Ivy is a whale. Even if he's winning now, whales always come back. And when they come back, they lose. That's the rule.
Of course, we'll have everything ready.
Ivy and Kelly leave, walking out of Crockford's at 5 a.m., up £2 million on night one. August 21st, 2012. Second session, 10 p.m. Ivy returns. Same table, same dealer, same cards. The deck is still sorted from yesterday. The cards haven't been replaced, just shuffled, which means the edge pattern remains. High cards one way, low cards the other. Ivy sits down. Kelly sits beside him. They exchange no words, no signals. They don't need to. The game begins. Ivy bets bigger tonight, £75,000 per hand, then £100,000, then £125,000. The wins keep coming. First hour, up £1.2 million. Second hour, up £2.4 million. Third hour, up £3.8 million. The casino manager is no longer smiling. He stands at the rail, arms crossed, watching every hand. Something is wrong. He knows it, but he can't see it. No devices on the table. No phones. No mirrors. Security has checked everything. Ivy isn't touching cards. Kelly isn't signaling. The dealer is clean. And yet Ivy keeps winning. The manager calls the pit boss over, whispers,
Check the shoe, check the cards, check everything.
The pit boss inspects the automatic shuffler. No tampering. He examines the cards. No marks, no bends, no scratches. Everything is clean.
He's just lucky.
The pit boss says. The manager doesn't believe in luck. Not like this. But what can he do? Ivy hasn't broken any rules. If they kick him out without cause, he'll sue and win. So they let him play. By midnight, Ivy is up £5 million total, across both sessions. The manager makes a decision. He approaches the table.
Mr. Ivey, we'd like to close the table for the night. Dealer shift change.
Ivy looks at his watch.
It's only midnight.
Yes, but we have operational reasons.
Ivy knows what this means. They're rattled. They want him to stop.
One more hour.
Ivy says.
Then I'll leave.
The manager hesitates, then nods. One more hour won't matter. The damage is already done. Final hour. Midnight to 1 a.m. Ivy bets the maximum. £150,000 per hand. Kelly watches the cards, speaks softly to the dealer. The dealer rotates nothing now. The deck is already sorted. They're just playing the pattern. Wide edge, high card, bet player, narrow edge, low card, bet banker. Simple, mechanical, unstoppable. By 1 a.m., Ivy's total across 2 nights, £7.7 million, approximately $12 million in 48 hours of play. The biggest single win in Crockford's 178-year history. Ivy stands, shakes the dealer's hand, tips him £10,000. The casino manager approaches. His smile is forced.
Congratulations, Mr. Ivey. Quite a performance.
Thank you.
We'll process your payout. It may take a few days. Large sums require verification.
I understand.
Ivy and Kelly walk out, into the London night. Kelly says nothing until they're in the car.
They're not going to pay.
Ivy looks at her.
They have to. I didn't cheat.
Doesn't matter. They'll find a reason.
Ivy leans back, closes his eyes.
Then we'll see them in court.
2 weeks later, September 2012. Phil Ivey receives a letter from Crockford's. We regret to inform you that your winnings will not be paid. We have evidence that you engaged in advantage play that violates the spirit of the game. Your £7.7 million is forfeited. We are returning your original deposit of £1 million. Ivey reads the letter, then reads it again. They're keeping his money. He calls his lawyer.
They're saying I cheated, but I didn't cheat. I just used my brain.
The lawyer reads the letter.
They're not saying you cheated. They're saying you didn't play fairly. There's a difference.
What difference?
We'll find out in court.
Meanwhile, across the Atlantic City, New Jersey, Borgata Casino, April through December 2012. Phil Ivey and Kelly Sun run the same scheme. 4 separate sessions, same technique, same requests, same edge sorting, total winnings, $9.6 million. Borgata pays out every dollar. But 6 months later, they realize what happened. They review the tapes, interview the dealers, study the cards. They figure it out. December 2014. Borgata sues Phil Ivey for $9.6 million plus damages.
He defrauded us. He manipulated the game. He must return the money.
Ivey's response:
I won fair and square. If they didn't like my request, they shouldn't have agreed.
2 lawsuits, 2 continents, over $20 million at stake. May 2014, UK High Court, London. Phil Ivey versus Crockford's Casino. The question: did Phil Ivey cheat? Crockford's argues yes. He deceived them, claimed superstition, but was exploiting a defect. Ivey argues no. He never touched cards, never used devices. The casino gave him defective cards. Their problem: the trial lasts 3 weeks. The casino manager testifies. They believed Ivey was superstitious, would never have allowed it otherwise. Ivey testifies. He asked. They agreed. That's advantage play, not cheating. Kelly Sun explains edge sorting, the 0.3mm defect. This isn't illegal, it's smart. Casino's expert. Edge sorting violates the implicit rules. Baccarat requires randomness. Ivey's expert. Casinos use mathematics against players daily. When players use it back, suddenly it's unfair? October 2014. The judge rules. Mr. Ivey is truthful. He genuinely believes he did nothing wrong. However, his conduct was dishonest by ordinary standards. He misled the casino, claimed superstition when his real purpose was advantage. He did not cheat criminally, but he breached the implied terms. Crockford's keeps the £7.7 million. Ivey appeals immediately. The verdict? Appeal dismissed. Meanwhile, October 2014, U.S. District Court, New Jersey, Borgata Casino versus Phil Ivey. The American court takes a different approach. They don't care about honesty or deception. They care about rules. Did Ivey violate Baccarat rules? Yes. Cards must be dealt randomly. Ivey manipulated orientation. The judge rules for Borgata. Ivey must repay $10,130,000, including interest. Ivey appeals. Loses again. Phil Ivey owes Borgata $10.1 million. To this day, he hasn't paid. He lost the Crockford's money forever, but he doesn't regret it. Kelly Sun disappeared from public life, rumored to still play, but quietly. Phil Ivey found the perfect crime, legal, mathematical, undetectable, and still lost everything.